Hello students, welcome to the fifth part of Unit 6 video session. In last session we have started with Joomla, that is another example of CMS. Before that we have seen WordPress. So in Joomla we have seen the installation up to installation part. Now we are going to see the architecture on which the Joomla is based upon. So again, as we have seen the web services architecture, this is also a MVC controlled architecture, and the parts of this architecture are database, then the framework, components, modules, plugins, templates, and web browsers. So we'll see one by one what these parts are playing role in Joomla's architecture. So first part is a database. The database contains useful information like user data, then content and necessary data of the site. Then it contains the administrative data which manages the Joomla site as well. The database is collection of data and it can be stored, manipulated and organized in a particular manner. The database stores the information, content and many more required data of the site, and this data is used to store the administrative information to manage the Joomla site. Plus using Joomla database layer, it ensures maximum flexibility is compatibility for extension. This is the first part of Joomla architecture. Then the second part is framework. This Joomla framework is a collection of open source software when the Joomla CMS is built, or at the place where Joomla CMS can be built. It is developed for more flexibility and breaks the framework into single modular packages which helps each package to develop more easily. Then it is made up with the components, modules and plugins. These components is the third part of this MVC controlled web application of Joomla. So the components are considered as mini applications, and it consists of two parts, that is administration and site. So whenever a page gets loaded, the component is been called to render the body of main page. So the main administrator part manages different aspects of the component, and the side part helps in rendering the pages when a request is made by site visitor. You got, the components are divided into two parts, that is administrator and site part, and administrator and site part helps to render the body of main page. Like the administrator part will be playing role as main page. Okay, it manages different aspects of the component, and the side part helps in rendering the pages when request is made for by the site visitor. Then the components are main functional unit of Joomla. Then the fourth part is modules. Module is an extension which is used to render the pages in Joomla, and it is also used to display the new data from component. These modules are used to render the Joomla pages, and it also helps to display new data for the component. Plus it frequently looks like boxes such as login module. In Joomla administrator, the modules are managed by the module manager. We have seen the features of Joomla. Under that we have gone through the different managers that are divided for each task provided by the Joomla. Then these modules came under module manager part. It displays the new content and images when module is linked to Joomla components. Part of this architecture is plugin. And this is also a kind of Joomla extension again. It is very flexible and powerful for extending the framework. Then it contains a bit of code that is used to execute the particular event trigger, and it is commonly used to format the output of component or module when a page is built. The plugin function which are associated with event are executed in a sequence when a particular event occurs. So basic thing about plugin is it is a flexible and powerful Joomla extension that extends the framework, and it is used to format the components of module output. And sixth part is templates. So templates determines the look of Joomla website. They are there are two types of templates, like front end and back end. The back end template is used to control the functions by administrator, and the front end template is a way to present the website to users. So this is the display part. And templates are easy to build or customize your site. It provides maximum flexibility to style your site. So in short, the templates are the look and feel of Joomla. Okay, so with the help of these templates, we can uh, make up our site. Okay, with the help of backend and front end templates, like front end template will deliver the website to users. Okay, and backend template control the functions of administrator. And seventh part of this architecture is a web browser. A web browser is a server where user interacts. It delivers the web pages to the client, and the HTTP protocol is used to communicate between the client and the server. So web browser becomes an interface for end users where user can see the web pages. So this is all about the architectural part of Joomla. Then we are moving to control panel that is provided by Joomla, and which provide the features and functions of Joomla as well. So we'll start with Joomla's control panel. The control panel of Joomla provides default features and functions to access through clickable icons, menu bar, etc. When you log in to Joomla administrative panel, you will get the screen, and there on the screen you can see the things that are related, like article content, structure, format, user information. So on that screen the contents will be there. So the contents we will go one by one. First will be article content. So there are four icons under the content section. Okay, the four icons will be add new article, article manager, category manager, and media manager. So what this add new article will do, it will create a new article page, and the article manager's work is to manage all the present articles. Then the category manager will create new categories and helps in publishing or unpublishing the categories. And the fourth is media manager. It will manage the files by uploading various new files or deleting the existing ones on the web server. Then second content will be structure format. In that section, like in structure section, there are two groups of icons, that are menu manager and module manager. You can see the difference between Joomla and WordPress, like here for every feature there are manager defined for each category. Okay, so that we are seeing. And menu manager will allow creating custom menus for the website and navigating through the website. Then the module manager will manage the modules such as location and function module that are installed on site. Then under user informations, okay, or the user section, there is one icon that is user manager, and that manages the user information, which allows creating or deleting the user, changing passwords, time and languages. And you can also assign the user to user groups using this manager. Then next part or next section you will see is set the configuration. So three icons are located under this configuration section as global configuration, template manager and language manager. So global configuration is important part in Joomla backend because any changes made in this configuration will affect the entire website. Okay. So it is very important in Joomla's framework. Then template manager, it manages the templates which are used in the website. And language manager will be managed to install languages by setting the default language for your site. The install extension will be, actually there are many extensions available in Joomla, and you can install different types of extensions to extend this functionality of your site. And the maintenance part or the maintenance section, there are two icons like Joomla is up to date and all extensions are up to date. So this Joomla is up to date will view the current update status of Joomla installation, whereas the all extensions are up to date will view the current update status of Joomla's extension. So these are the things that are under a control panel of Joomla. And if we are going to see about the logged in user or published articles, these are also sections which are provided by Joomla software. So logged in user will be having like a administrator name who has logged in to the Joomla site, plus published articles will show the articles that are also present on your site, and or that are published by the user. So many things we have learnt about Joomla, plus before that we have learned things about WordPress. So we'll see what is the difference between WordPress and Joomla and how they differ in their workings. Okay, as both are example of CMS. So parameter based differentiation we have done. If we are talking about flexibility, the WordPress is less flexible as compared to Joomla. And like interface, if we are talking, like people like WordPress interface more because it is very much easy to use, while Joomla is little bit less liked by people. Then the SEO capabilities, that is search engine optimization capabilities, we can say. The SEO capability of WordPress is not as good as Joomla, where the SEO capability of Joomla is better than WordPress. Then security, about thousands of plugins are available for WordPress, which may raise issue of security because WordPress is providing so many plugins for the ease of people who are using that site or making the site with help of WordPress, whereas Joomla has its own set of security extensions, and hence the security is very much better as compared to WordPress. Then content management. The content management, the WordPress enables its users to manage their content with relative ease. Anyone can install the platform and pick up how to create post pages or custom post types within minutes. Okay, so it is very much easy with WordPress. While talking about Joomla's content management, it is little bit difficult because Joomla is less forgiving. Hence, managing the site in Joomla is becomes little bit difficult for any new user. Then there are more things like database and programming language. So WordPress exclusively supports only MySQL, and WordPress is an online and open source website creation tool written in PHP language. So whereas talking about database of Joomla, it supports many other databases like MySQL, MSQL, PostgreSQL, etc. And Joomla is also written in PHP language, which uses object oriented programming technique and software design pattern. Um, Again, the localization and multilingual support is can be also a parameter for difference. Like WordPress does not support multiple language feature out of the box, but some excellent plugins are available which allow the user to create the WordPress multilingual site easily. Okay? So WordPress is available in more than 53 different languages, while Joomla supports out of the box capability to handle a multilingual facility for a website, and there is no need of installing any extension. Then the translations of languages are also made available in Joomla for admin interface by many languages. So these are the some differential points regarding Joomla and WordPress. Now we will move to the advanced technology part and the last part of unit 6. Okay, so under this advanced technology we are going to see some advanced technologies that are divided into sections. So first section in that is Bootstrap. So we have gone through the Bootstrap. You might have listened about Bootstrap algorithm in your data structures, right? So here what the Bootstrap technique is and how it is used in as advanced technology in web services, that we will study. So to understand Bootstrap, we will first see the concept of responsive website. Okay, so what a responsive website is. A responsive website is one which has the ability to automatically adjust itself to look good on all devices like desktop as well as smartphones. Okay, that means the site when you are opening on a desktop or same site you are opening on a mobile should be adapted as per the need. Means on mobile it should be in less view or on the mobile view, plus when you are seeing it on desktop it should be as per the requirement of desktop view. Okay, so Bootstrap is a famous framework which is based on HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and it is used to develop responsive and mobile friendly websites. So you might have got idea what Bootstrap is used for. It is absolutely free to download and use, and it is a front end framework which facilitates the easier and faster development of websites. Plus, Bootstrap provides HTML and CSS based design templates which are used for various related components like buttons, forms, images, navigations, etc. The JavaScript plugins can be used in Bootstrap, and Bootstrap also facilitates the creation of responsive design. Unlike many web frameworks, it concerns itself with front end development only. So we have talked about the Bootstrap, like it is an HTML, CSS and JavaScript based framework for developing responsive mobile first websites. So it helps to build a attractive website, and it is uh, actually developed by Twitter folks as a part of hackathon they had participated in, and it was primarily considered as the project Twitter blueprint. So this was later renamed to Bootstrap and released as an open source project in August of 2011. So Bootstrap had released its new version as Bootstrap 2 with more features and new components and changes to existing one as well. It also supports the latest version of Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Engine, Opera and Safari. So these are the things about Bootstrap, and the main purpose of Bootstrap was to, means if you are seeing about the historical part, the main purpose of Bootstrap was to build a tool that helps in the development of website related applications in a fast, easy, convenient and more responsive way. To understand how Bootstrap works, we would be required to understand the modular structure and important components. So some important components will be including like CSS, HTML and JavaScript. Okay. So but why to use Bootstrap? So advantages of Bootstrap, like it is easy to use. Anybody with just basic knowledge of HTML and CSS can start using Bootstrap. And it is responsive feature. Responsive feature means Bootstrap, we have seen what a responsive website is, and it is meant for that thing only. So Bootstrap's responsive CSS adjusts to phones, tablets and desktops. Plus the mobile first approach. So in Bootstrap 3 is also there now. So in Bootstrap 3, mobile first styles are part of the core framework, and the compatibility in Bootstrap is like it is compatible with all the modern browsers like Chrome, Firefox, IE, Safari and Opera. And where to get this Bootstrap? You can download it from getbootstrap.com and include Bootstrap from CDN as well. So we'll see in the example how it is used. So we have started the HTML script, and in head section we have provided a link relation with the style sheet, and the link is given with href for bootstrap cdn.com and another things. Then another source scripts are also linked here, like ajax google apis.com and again bootstrap cdn.com for bootstrap.min.js. Okay. So these things we need to add into our script. After adding these sources, we have closed the head section, and in body section we have started with the directives with the class name as container, and we have provided some headings and paragraphs here. So we have given the first as h1 lighter and secondary text, close that. Then in paragraph we have talked about the small element is used to create a lighter secondary text in any heading. Okay. Then with h1 again we have given the h1 heading small and secondary text small. Again in h2 also, h2 headings and small content, and this or the small element we have used. Similar thing we have done with all types of heading, that is from h1 to h6, and we have closed this directive. Then after closing body part and html, we have stopped our script here, and we can see the output as like for h1 heading to h6 heading. Okay. First we can see the lighter h1 heading and secondary text. Okay. So we can see the small element we have used, it will just create a lighter secondary text in any heading. Okay, so that we have started, like h1 heading and secondary text. So each heading is holding secondary text in secondary manner or in small manner as compared to the previous heading. So this is the first example that can be achieved with Bootstrap. Then we will see the second code snippet for example second. So here we have used directive class with the name container, and heading we have given code snippets, and a paragraph we have used with lots of elements like code. In that we have used the span. Again in code we have used section and code with the directives that defines the section in document. So all these things are provided into paragraph. So let's see what will be the output. Like it is shown here on the bottom of page, like code snippets will be our heading, and just a second, and the following HTML elements, like it will be our second line of output, like the following HTML elements span, section, and directive define a section in a document. Then the third example of Bootstrap is given with the directive class container, and the heading using keyboard input. With paragraph we have seen use kbd control plus p. Okay, so that kbd is given for keyboard. Okay, so from keyboard you can use control plus p for use. Okay, and open the print dialog box. Okay, so just we need to, or we want to use that print command, and we want to tell about how this print command is used. So what we will do, you can see in output keyboard inputs, that is our heading, and in paragraph we have used the use control p. So control p we have given into kbd element. Okay, so kbd is talking about keyboard, so it is, you can see in output it is given into uh, black background and with the white text, so as you can see on your keyboard. Okay, and the remaining output is printed as statement. So this is the third example of Bootstrap. So you can see very interesting part is there that is related to Bootstrap. Okay, and Bootstrap container we are seeing here in the each example is actually used to set the margins of content which deal with the responsive behavior of site layout. The elements are stored in the grid format, which is combination of rows and columns, and the things we are seeing in class container. Okay, the contents are created in boxed format by the container. Okay, so these are the things that are related with container actually, and in next we are going to see the contextual colors and backgrounds, how to use with Bootstrap. Okay, so Bootstrap also has some contextual classes that can be used to provide meaning through colors. So the classes for text colors are dot text dash muted, dot text dash primary, dot text dash success, dot text dash info, dot text dash warning, and dot text dash danger. So these text muted, text primary, text success, text info, text warning, and text danger are the classes that can be used for text colors. So we will see the example of these contextual colors and backgrounds, like div class that we have used again the container. Okay, as told, the container will be holding the data or the set of margins that content which deal with the responsive behavior of site layout. Okay, then with h2 heading we have provided heading contextual colors, and in paragraph we have used the class of each type that we have seen now, like a text muted, text primary. Okay, and we have provided the same information as text into paragraph, like with the class. Okay, so paragraph class equals to text muted. For that, the text is this text is muted. Same, we have used the text for all the classes text. Okay, so we'll see what will be the output. We can see the h2 heading contextual colors is printed as its size, and below that the text is muted, so that is in black color. Okay, we can see the format or the size of the text is same in all the output lines that we have got, but it is different in colors. Okay, so according to matter the colors are used. This muted text is just simple, as it is just printing the text. Okay, it is the normal text, so it will be in your regular type. So something important, if you want to flash, so it will be primary text. Okay, then the text success, it will indicate success. So generally success message is given with the green text, so that is used here. Then the text info, this text represents some information, so it is given in indigo color, and the text warning is given in somewhat brownish color, and the text danger, so it is the red signal, so used in red text. So you can see the contextual colors and backgrounds are used by the Bootstrap that is provided by this Joomla. Okay, so it is very much useful and very easy to use as well. So we'll see the another example, like if we want to provide the background. Here we can see we have only used contextual colors. Okay, we haven't given any background color for each. Okay, so we'll see how to use that background color also. The classes for background colors are bg dash primary, then dot bg dash success, dot bg dash info, dot bg dash warning, and dot bg dash danger. So directive class container is started, and we have again given same heading contextual background of h2 size, and again we have used the same class, but here we are using background example. So we are using going to use the background color classes, that is class equals to bg dash primary. So this text is important. Okay, so what will be here, we are again using same classes but for background. Okay, so that we are providing into paragraph, and we can see the output. In output each text is represented again with the same size, and the color is different, but the color is not to the text, it is displayed by the background. Okay, so the important text that we have used here with the contextual color was text muted. Okay, so that text muted we have not used, but the primary text primary we have used. So for that we have used the class text primary in the previous example, whereas in this example we have used the background class. Background class is background bg dash primary. So what it is doing, it is giving the same text or the text whatever we want to print in the color. Okay, so color for this important or the primary message is blue. Again for success it is green. For some information it is somewhat indigo or sky blue color. Then the warning, it is yellowish and brownish type, and for danger it is represented with red color. Okay, so these are the effects that can be achieved with Bootstrap. and the things that are related with Bootstrap. Then you should include the JavaScript files. Means if you want to add in the Bootstrap example, you can also include JavaScript files at the bottom of page right before closing body tag to improve the performance of our web pages. Okay, so there are so many things that are related with Bootstrap package. Like this package contains some items like CSS components, customize, scaffolding, and JavaScript. Okay, so we have seen the Bootstrap and its examples as well. Okay, in next session we'll start with JSF and Spring. Okay, so till that, just revise the things that we have covered in this session and previous sessions of web services. Just revise, plus you should try with all your desktop or mobile phones that you are having. Okay, so that you can get or you can have a clear idea about how things are working on mobile and how they are working on desktops. Plus you can also try the Bootstrap examples. Okay, so that it will be a good practice for you to face your examination. Okay, so we'll see the JSF and Spring in next session. Till that, just take care and revise this thing. Okay, thank you.